Hey everybody, Horst here again. Got another replay between myself and Logic, a pretty good master level Terran. He's somewhat similarly skilled to me, so this makes for a pretty good game. Thought I'd show you a different way of playing PvT, rather than just going for Colossus into Templar, using Colossus Phoenix, which I think will be used a lot more in the future, especially after the High Templar nerf. This is on the Slag Pits map, one of the newer ones. I don't really mind this map. I kind of like it. All the expansions look pretty much equidistant from each other. You can expand across the map without really much difficulty. They aren't too far apart. As long as you're not close positions, it's not too bad. Close positions, the rush distance is really, really short. I haven't played one there, so I have no idea how it's going to play out. Cross positions, though, however, I can tell you it's really good, and I like it a lot. So, this is cross positions on Slag Pits. We start off with a normal build. I'm going to actually start off with a 1-gate fast expand. I really do like doing this. It gives you a decent economy, it gives you a decent way of defending. Not really putting any pressure on the Terran, but I mean, how many Terrans go for a fast expand anyway? And even if they do, how many Terrans go for a fast expand, you can punish them. Usually you have to go for an all-in to beat a Terran fast expand, and I don't really like doing that. So, I mean, you can do a 3-gate contain expand, but on big maps this is fine. And I go for the gas steal. I love doing the gas steal against the Terran because it gives me so much information about what he's doing. I mean, if I see 3 Marines pop out, I usually can assume safely, pretty safely anyway, he's going for a tech build, because he's not going for a tech lab, he's going for mass Marines. So he's probably doing a factory somewhere, like he is right there. All that means in my case, I'm going to have to get a robotics facility right after I expand pretty much. Usually I would wait a little while after expanding to get a robotics out, but not too big a deal. So there he's going for the gas. And I will expand at around 30 food, 27 food, whatever. It's all good. That's how we expand in a 1-gate fast expand situation. He's denying all scouting here, so I'm not going to even try. But after I expand, cut probe production until I get 4 gateways in a robo down. I need the production facility so when that expansion comes online, I can instantly make producing make a lot of units out of my production facilities. Works pretty well. And there they go. And a robo will need to be built right here. I do expect a tech build, so I will need a robotic facility. Now he's coming in with a SCV to do some scouting. Just check see if I have my expansion up. If we check production tab, he is just doing some normal Terran crap. Nothing out of the ordinary. He does have blue flame research, and he's going for a blue flame drop, which is super effective against Protoss. Even though I have stalkers in my mineral line, it won't matter. He'll still kill almost every probe here, because blue flame Hellions are good. Everyone loves blue flame Hellions. And here he does a little SCV poke in the front, see what I'm doing. And I only have 2 stalkers here in the back to defend. Ouch. Let's ask Destiny what he thinks about this. Exactly, Destiny is not a fan. Oh well. Blue flame Hellions are very powerful, so they kill my shit. Oh well. I still have plenty of income, if we take a look at that. It's not too horrible. Actually it is, that's really bad. But the counter to all Terran harass is Phoenix. Any Terran harassment, you counter it with Phoenix. My force fields do a decent enough job at stopping the Hellions. This won't get into my main, but I do have some stalkers back there to help deflect it. Once I get the Phoenix out and flying around, he won't be able to do that anymore because I will be able to shoot down incoming dropships. And once the dropships are dead, the Phoenix pretty much dominate the sky. They're great. He's expanding as well. His income is behind mine a little bit until he gets his mules kicking in. Then he'll be much heavier on econ than I am because he has mules. I am catching back up in probe count though with chrono boosts, so I'm not out of this game yet. And of course, you get the Phoenix out, pump out 3 or 4 of them to go around air dominance. And the Colossus you get a little later. You don't have to worry about him until mid-game. You can deal with his army with Phoenix. If I look over here, I see he's making siege tanks, marauders, and a couple of Marines. So Phoenix will deal with this very well. You can actually lift the siege tanks off, which will help a lot. And he scans, of course. Let's ask Destiny what he thinks about scans.
You're so angry, I was staring.
Because it's so fucking homosexual! I literally feel like there's a dick probing my ass every fucking time I see a comsat go over my base.
Well said, Destiny, well said. Now I see his army coming out. And there it is, just attacking me in standard Terran formation. So in order to deal with that, we will throw up a couple of Guardian Shields, throw some Force Fields down, and lift the tanks off. The tanks do a lot of DPS even when they're not sieged. This will definitely help me out here. And we use Force Fields. Force Fields make it so the Terran can't leave, which Destiny has to say.
Look, hands around the back. He can't, nope, you can't leave! You can't leave! Just like that! And now you are a convicted felon. Congratulations.
Exactly. Even though you did try to get your hands around the back of the Terran, he still manages to power through you, so you'll have to hold him off with a couple of slow zealots, which are laughable against marauders. This will just buy me some time to get some more units out, get an immortal out, some more zealots on the ground. We're getting the Phoenix able to lift off. The marauders are very weakened at this point. He's stimmed to the point of death. He'll manage to pick off that immortal, but at this point, I'll be able to push back. So now I'm going to have to start getting Colossus out. Get Colossus out. I already have air dominance. I killed off a bunch of his Vikings with my Phoenix. And after any attack like that, it's always a good idea to expand again. We'll throw down another expansion. And the Terran obviously is having the same idea. He throws down another expansion right here. There we go. It's always a good idea after any kind of battle where you're both mutually decimated to expand, because the opponent won't be pushing out for a while. But we'll make Colossus, keep making Zealots, get range upgrades, get Zealot legs. Your endgame army is going to look like mostly Phoenix, mostly Zealot, and mostly Colossus. The Phoenix, of course, provide air protection, so you don't really need the Stalkers. If you have enough Phoenix, you just shoot down all the Vikings. Your Zealots will provide a meat shield so the Marauders can't snipe your Colossus, and the Sentries will just force field things and provide Guardian Shield to keep the Zealots alive a little bit longer. In this case, we want armor upgrades over attack upgrades, though attack upgrades are pretty good. But the Zealots need to live as long as humanly possible to buy the Colossus enough time to do its damage. So I do prioritize armor over attack against Terrans. If we look at the Terran, he did scout my expansion up here with his SCV, so he'll be pushing out soon to kill it. He has plenty of Phoenix, plenty of Marauders. It's a very standard Terran army. It's mostly Phoenix, Viking Marauder with very few Marines. So I'll answer this with my Phoenix and Colossus composition with Zealots on the ground. At this point, my army is kind of small. His is pretty big. He has a good 20-30 food lead on me. I want to wait until I have 2 Colossus before I engage. He will take down this Nexus, unfortunately. I'm not going to get there in time to stop him. But my army at this point should be able to stop him with some decent Guardian Shield usage. And the Phoenix just fly in and dominate the Vikings. Phoenix are incredibly good against Vikings. Look at how much damage they do. And right here, the Force Fields prevent him from leaving. Boom. Just eat right through that army. Now, at this point, I definitely have an army advantage. As long as I keep making Phoenix, keep making Colossus, he will not be able to beat this composition with his current tech. He'll need to do some kind of radical tech swap to get to a level where he can beat it. I don't even know what a Terran could do to beat this. Probably Thor and siege tanks or some other crap. But with Marauder Viking, this will just mow right through it as long as I keep making Colossus, Phoenix, and Zealots. Marauder Viking will not stand against this. So he's going to go expand to here. Then he thinks better of it because he realizes this would be hard to hold. So he swaps over to try to expand to this gold here. He will eventually anyway. And it's just as well for him because I do scout there, and if I had seen that land there, I would have gone right for that. As is, I see it moving over now, so I know he's going to expand over to this way. And he's going to try to clear out the gold with his Marauders. Boom. And Marauders are incredibly effective against debris. They just blow right through them. Not a problem. I don't really mind. I still have my expansion up. He hasn't been mining out of his yet, so my income is much higher. I'm getting my expand up here. My main is almost mined out. I haven't really had this fully saturated since his initial Hellion attack, so it mines out much slower, which means my income overall is lower from that base, but it does last longer, so I do manage to keep an advantage longer in mining. Army size is now relatively equal. However, I have much higher tech units. If you check out the spending tab, one of the most infrequently looked at tabs, if you check out technology, I'm way spending more than him in tech structures. I have the Phoenix, I have the Colossus, I have the Zealots, Check out the upgrades. I'm now dual forge upgrading, going for armor level 3, along with weapons level 2. The colossus get huge benefits from weapons upgrades. Zealots get huge benefits from armor upgrades. You just get both. And there I can see his army isn't really that scary. And I don't really want to let him get this expansion up. Once that turns into a planetary, it would be very hard to kill. But he's going for an orbital anyway, so it doesn't even matter. But at this point, I can just move into him and attack with my superior tech army. Force field again behind the marauders so they can't run away. And the zealots just eat right through him. It's not even close to how devastating that was. Again, this composition just decimates Marauder Viking. It's not even fair. He cannot use that against this composition, otherwise it's game over for him. But that is how you beat the Terran.
Oh yeah, that was so fucking sweet!
Yes.
Did you see that
Yes,
shit?
that was fucking sweet. Thanks for watching, guys.